We're being recorded. Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to imagine. Actually, let me see if I can pull it up. I want to show you guys this little video. It's literally 5 seconds. It's a TikTok, but it's from my really good friend. Let's see if I can get it to pop up. Because I want you guys to see this, because I saw this tonight and I was like, if this isn't the vibe, I don't know what is. Hold on. Let me see if I can can I make it bigger?
Before you go to
bed. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Bed.
Nope. It's just going to keep playing. But I want you guys to see this, because here's the deal. Okay. How many of you guys feel like you're having this really weird, soul awakening this year, right? It's like last year broke you down. Last year was 27 years long. And then this year, there's something happening. This year, it's you're realizing what life is really all about. You're realizing how you want things to go, truly who you want to be, what's actually important to you, what you are versus what you're not, And I'm just removed from religious type stuff, just in your human experience, right? And so over the last month, oh, hi, by the way, I'm Jade Hooper. If any of you guys are new, just say hi to me really, really quick. I'm so sorry. So sorry. You can get to know me, whatever. I'm going to be here for a long time. I've been doing this little thing now for 8 years. Okay. But for over the last month, I had time. I had some time. We went on vacation. We went to Disney. We normally Disney for a month. It was actually not exactly what normally happens when we go on vacation, and I wanted to go home. Okay. Because it is not fun being cooped up in a camper with all 3 of your children in 3 square feet for a really long time. And so I came home, and I ended up coming home to a lot of unexpected things. One of our family pets very unexpectedly passed away, and it was this really traumatic thing for myself, and just seeing it in my son, but actually being so proud of him through the process, and just being wow, this is a terrible thing that's happening, but look at the character that you have. And you know what, you guys, because of this business, this business isn't my purpose, but it's my vehicle that's taking me to my purpose. I really, really hope that all of you guys understand that your business isn't everything. It's the vehicle that carries everything. It's allowing you to get to where you want to go. And that's why it's so special, because life costs money, you know what I mean? And so if you are going to make money, why wouldn't you do it on your terms? But anyways, and then at the same time, I had a really bad infection that was killing my back and making me feel terrible and miserable. And it took 2 rounds of all sorts of medication. It was just wild. But what's so crazy is that after we kind of healed from that, in the next week, I was you know what? I'm going to rest. I've worked my tail off. I've created an incredible residual income. I'm going to rest. We adopted another kitten. It was actually my son's cat that passed away. We adopted another kitten. Luke Skywalker is his name. And in celebration of Luke Skywalker's adoption into our family, we watched all of the Star Wars, all of them, every night. All of them. I did, because Levi fell asleep through them, even though it was supposed to be our thing that we're going to do together. But because of this business, I got to sit there and watch the whole, it's not even a trilogy, because that would be 3, right? All 28 movies of Star Wars, which was actually super disappointed when I realized how Darth Vader dies. It took me 27 movies to get to Darth Vader dying, and he ends up being a good person. I don't understand. But anyways, I want to show you guys this video, because I met this incredible woman who's not a business coach. She's just someone who's helping me elevate. And that's what I want to talk to you guys tonight about. We want to talk about elevation and being who we are supposed to be. Okay. But I'm going to play this probably twice, because it's in the middle of it and it's a quick TikTok. So we just want to get in this vibe, but I'll read to you guys what it says here. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can hear the sound too. We'll do it again.
Before you go to bed.
Before you go to bed. It's almost bedtime. But what this says is visualize it. And I was like, dude, yes, I've never been more clear on exactly what I want to have and do, but it says visualize it. It's summer 2023. So like that seems really far away, you guys, but that's just in 2 years. Like, I don't know when that happened. Okay. And you're on vacation and you're celebrating the overwhelming success of your dream business. So Sophie is on vacation, wherever this is, looking over this beautiful water with the business that she wants to have, being who Sophie is, no one else, not being like anybody else, but being who Sophie is. You did the work, you're living your purpose, and you're radiating in happiness. And I kind of had this like really, really crazy, like kind of, this was like my awakening when I was like, dude, what am I doing? I want to talk about, I like where I want to go. There's not a single human being in this company who is where I want to go. How many of you guys, you like think these things inside of your head about the business and the life that you want to create, and you don't really know a single person who's living around you or that you like personally know that's living that life? Like you can't walk over to your friend Barb's house, who has like a 5,000 square foot house, enough room for your family and someone else's family, and a big pool where everybody gets to come over and hang out and love on each other, and then like a giant fridge full of like endless amounts of food, and you just get to go to the store and buy whatever you want because you can have it. And that every single time a bill comes in the mail, you get to open the mailbox and not fear the paper that's in there, but pull it out, take it, and pay it in full because you have control over your life. And a lot of us don't know a single human being that's by us that we can go sit in their home or like sit down and have a conversation with them, and we like and know what that's like. And so that's what's like such a gift about being able to visualize that kind of stuff. And what's really crazy is I had this aha moment this year. I was like, dude, I'm living that life, but there's so much more. There's so much more. And like trophies are cool. I'm not going to ever sit here and tell you that a millionaire's trophy isn't worth it. It's pretty cool. But there's so much more. There's so much more purpose. There's so much more that I want to do. And that when I go do these things, being who I am, just a girl who, like, my mom was 18 when she had me. We were broke. Like literally I had no clothes. I was washing my clothes with homemade laundry soap in our bathtub. Like I can show you how to do that. We have scrub boards in our living room because we found them. Okay. But every single time I give myself permission to live into my purpose, no matter what I'm scared of, I'm not just giving myself permission. I'm giving permission to every single person who is just like me in some way, shape, or form. You know, we can be vastly different, but still so much the same. It has nothing to do with skin color. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with any of that. And I know that a lot of people say, but I'm bigger. So like, I can't be successful. My skin's different color than yours. I can't be successful. That's a limiting belief. Like you're believing that, but like, what if you didn't believe that? And you just stepped, then that wasn't like a thing. That wasn't an actual thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's all false. It's just what you believe. But what I believe is that we all have so much more. Okay. And so, what we're going to talk about tonight, and you guys, I don't know if you guys know who Sarah Bailey is, but she's actually going to be a brand new mama. So, we can all congratulate her on having a little baby growing in her belly. And that's going to give her a whole higher level of purpose than she doesn't even know. How many of you guys have kids? How many of you guys have have kids? And I know that we all have different motherhood experiences, but for myself, I pushed a human out of my vagina and I thought I was going to die. It was the most traumatic experience of my life. I had hives and I looked like shit. I did not look good. Like some of you guys looked good when you had babies. Not I, said the duck. That was not my game plan. That did not happen. But they came out and then they just hand it to you and they're like, here you go, ma'am. Good luck with that thing. Take it and they just rip your shirt off and you're like, oh, I'm naked now. Oh, hello, everyone. What's the difference? You just saw my vagina and everything that's happening. And so they put the baby on you. And as soon as as soon as this child, and it doesn't matter, you guys, I felt like this. I have a little sister. My mom had my little sister when I was 21. That was the first time I've ever felt some sort of connection to a child in my life. But they laid him on top of me and I literally felt like I died. Like my heart broke and then it grew like so much bigger than I ever thought it was. And it's it's the worst, but like the absolute most incredible feeling. And now she gets to do that. And so many of you guys get to do that. We have girls on our team, you guys, I've seen them since they were 18 years old, graduate high school. So weird. Graduate high school, get into college, buy their first homes, get a boyfriend, have a fiance, get married, and now they're having a baby. It's very weird. I feel like I'm a grandma and I'm only 30 something. I stopped counting after 30. You know what I mean? So what we're going to talk about tonight with Sarah, you guys, is this like, oh, there's Play-Doh stuck in my ring sizer. That's what that is. Did you guys see that when I got close? That's Play-Doh. All right, cool. Okay, so but what I want to talk to you guys about is like living in your purpose and being authentic. All right. Because I did this one thing when I didn't believe in myself and I didn't believe in like who I was and like trusting the fact that I was like a big deal, not to anybody else, but just because I believed that I was a big deal. I felt called. I felt like I energetically had the letter from Hogwarts where they were like, you're a wizard, Harry. And I was like, I knew it this whole time and I denied how special I was and what I was destined to do. Why are you in here? Love you. Good night. Goodbye. Goodbye. You're fine. Go lay on the couch or something. Don't whine in here. Go lay on the couch. Love you. You okay?
No, I did not know that you were in here.
Do you need to go pee? You just go pee and go lay on the couch or something, and then I'll tuck you back in, okay? Hold on. I forgot that Lucy was awake. Go pee or do something. No. Okay. If I had $1 for every time I had to do that over the last 8 years, I'd have a lot of dollars. I probably wouldn't even need a business at this point. But anyways, okay. So living in your purpose. So what I was doing was I was just like trying to like totally downplay what I felt called to do. And I was like, I can't trust myself. And so then I just tried to be a copycat and I was just trying to be like everybody else. And that's like fine. It's fine to be inspired by other people and use them for inspiration, but you still have to know who you are because until you know who you are, you can't be connected to where you're going to go. It's like, just someone handing you a GPS, like here's Apple Maps. You're like, I don't know what car I'm getting in. And I also don't know where I'm going. And so you need to have those two things. And so that's kind of this amazing journey that I'm going to just kind of help like walk you guys through over the next 6 months. Cause it takes time. It takes time. It's not we're not a hot pocket. We are just a yummy roast that is going to marinate in all the goodness and taste amazing. Okay. And it just takes time. But what we're going to talk about with Sarah tonight is just some amazing things that you guys are going to be able to use and apply to get like really, really good results. Because you guys, this girl enrolls like crazy, but she does it from a place of just like knowing who she is, vibing really hard with it, showing up, working hard. How many of you guys are not afraid of hard work? Like if you tell me, if I actually got results, I would not be afraid of working hard. I don't think a single person that's on here is lazy. There's not one lazy human being that's on here. But what we do to ourselves is we get intimidated to even go up to bat when we compare ourselves to everybody else and we pick ourselves apart of everything that they are and everything that we're not. Yeah. You're like, she's got longer hair than me. She's younger than me. She's older than me. She's got kids. She doesn't have kids and I've got kids. I'm this and I'm that and she's this and she's not and she's this and that and that. That's why I cannot and that is why she can. But that will always be a thing. And so what you have to do, you guys, is you have to build your business from like a place of power and like knowing who you are and knowing where you're going and stop being so obsessed with how in the hell all of it's going to come together because you just don't know. You don't know, but it's going to. because you would not be here if you weren't supposed to be successful. Yes? Do you believe that? Do you believe you wouldn't even be here if you weren't supposed to be successful? There's not a single person that's supposed to press join and then kidnap. They like join and then we don't know. Like they went to the Dollar Tree. We don't know what they did. They joined and they went through the drive-through. Like, I don't know. That's not what you're supposed to do. And I just saw someone's kind of question here. Listen, like confidence, and I'll say this before we bring Sarah on and she can give us a little snippet of her. We can kind of just start going and discussing things, and that'll probably interrupt you if I feel like I want to discuss more things. But you guys, confidence doesn't come from knowing all the answers. Confidence doesn't come from this place of being the best. Confidence comes from a place of I like kind of know where I'm supposed to be. I don't know how it's going to come together, but I'm confident in me, in my abilities. And I don't have it all like right now. I'm not who I am supposed to be to make $200,000 a month, but I am absolutely open and available to Levi, go lay somewhere. No, you're fine. Go fall asleep. I will take you back upstairs. Go lay on the couch. Okay? But I'm absolutely open and available for whatever the next steps are. And I trust that the next steps are coming to me. And I'm willing to walk in those steps because here's the thing, you guys, okay? This is where you are, and this is where you want to be. And if I said you're down here and I said, Sarah, who do you want to become? Where do you want to go? And she's like, I want to be whatever this is up here. I want to be an ambassador diamond. And I'm like, all right, are you like ready to do the thing? And she says, no, like, I don't know how to get up here. If you guys are constantly just living your life in the like energy of like how I'm going to do something, you only have enough skill to know what you know right now. And if you're obsessed with the how, that's why you have not moved 1 inch from where you're at. Does that make sense? You only know how to do what you are doing right now. So if you're obsessed with how, you're just going to stay here. But if you trust and know that you're supposed to be here and that you're supposed to go that where you go, and you're just like open and available for whatever the next steps are, you'll kind of release the how and all the fear and all that kind of worry, and you'll just start stepping into that. It's a completely different thing. Okay. And I love seeing all your babies on here. Lucy has the iPad. She woke up at 6 from a nap. I don't really know what I was thinking, but summer. Do you know what I'm saying? We don't really know. Okay. Let me see. Yay. Okay. It didn't work before. Hold on. There's legit a hair in my mouth. Okay. So I think I asked to unmute you. I asked consent. Did it work? No? Oh,
no. Good. You can hear me good?
Yep. So first of all, everybody give some love to Sarah. She's having a baby. It's a huge thing to, before she even came into this, create an amazing income and stuff. So why don't you take a second and I'll mute myself just in, we don't know what's going to happen on the back end here. Why don't you tell everybody really quick who you are and what you've been able to do and what's going on. And then let's just start rolling into all the things. You can just start going into it and what you feel called to talk about. And I'll interrupt you with like questions or pointing things out.
Okay, perfect. So if you guys don't know me, I'm Sarah. I'm a double diamond. I joined back in February of 2017, and my journey has been like so different. I've been through so many walks of life, and I think that's the beauty of my story because, I was that full-time college student. I was working 70+ hour weeks. I was a college dropout. I quit corporate America, and now I'm going to be a mom. So that's pretty much what we see in this business is like a piece of all of that, which is nice. So in 2017, like I said, I was working 70+ hour weeks. I was literally barely scraping by. And I remember Brittany Grimes messaged me. She'd messaged me to be a product tester first. I didn't see it. Sorry, Britt. I apologize for that to this day. And then she messaged me, asked me about the business. And I was like, well, I'm currently debating whether I should drop out of college currently or pick up another job. And I don't know which one to do. So I was like, I'm just going to run with it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, at least I can say I tried. And my first month in, I enrolled like 30 customers and I didn't know that was big. And I wasn't telling Brittany that I was enrolling. And I was just like, hi, yeah, I didn't know like I was supposed to tell you, but like, is that good? Because I thought I was doing bad. And she was like, you're crazy. We need some distributors, sis. Like your thing's looking like this. We need some distributors on your tree viewer. So I was like, okay. So 4 months in, I actually went, 4 months and I went diamond and I earned the $5,000 bonus that was out. It was like the go fast bonus. And I actually replaced my part-time income. So I was working 2+ jobs. One of them was at like a seafood and ice cream little thing. I know it sounds weird, but that replaced that. So I completely quit that. And then I was just working my full-time job as a teacher. So I had two full-time incomes. I had this, and then I also had the teaching job. A year in, I went double and I quit corporate America because it was stupid and I was just over it. And sorry guys, I'm just really blunt. I just hate corporate America. And if you're in the teaching system, you guys know this, you don't get raises unless the state gives you a raise. And the state hates giving you raises, which just sucks. So I joined this and it just turned into so much more, I started paying for things on my own. I didn't have to live with my parents anymore. When I was 20, I got a brand new 2018 Jeep Wrangler. Have knocked off so much of the payment on it. It's ridiculous. I got a brand new luxury apartment. I furnished it in cash. I paid off my credit card debt. Now we're going for another luxury apartment, and now we're saving for our future and for my family. And I think it's incredible that I got to do all that in the beginning and go through all those different like walks of life, because every person that I get that signs up with me, I can relate to them in some way in their story, because they're either going to be a full-time student, a full-time mama, they're going to be a stay-at-home mom. That's going to be me. Like everything that you could possibly imagine in this business, I pretty much have already gone through that, which is insane. I'm literally only 23. And, I wanted to really talk about this one thing that stuck out with me. I was talking to Jade about this, and I watch this video every single morning. It's like 10 minutes long. And I'm not going to play it because I messed up the recording when I sent it to you, Jade. Sorry. And I wrote it down in my notes because this is like insane to me. If you're on here and you've been on here, like you've been in for a while, do you ever compare yourself to other people and you're like, okay, well, that girl's enrolling this amount of people. Like, why can't I do that? Or I want to enroll that. Like, how the hell can I do it? Or you're just looking left and looking right, and you know what works for you, and you can enroll, or maybe you don't even know yet, but you're going to enroll and there's going to be a system that works for you. I was that person. I always looked left and right, and I freaking hated it. And it comes in spurts. You look left and right, you do what works for you, and then you look left and right again, and then you fall off, and it sucks. It's like a never-ending cycle. And I used to watch this video all the time. And I played it probably 5 times this morning while I was typing this out, because I just loved it so much. So in it, he says, you're at where you're at because you're choosing to be there. Stop buying into the bullshit story that you can't do this and just go for it. See what happens. Take responsibility for where you're at and then go after it. And that to me was insane, because, I'm sitting here looking left and right, and I'm like, okay, well, this works for this person, but it's not working for me. And when I tried their method, I fell off. And I was like, Sarah, what are you fucking doing? I almost gave up on TikTok. Okay. Do y'all know me? I love TikTok. Okay. I almost gave up. I'm like, my videos aren't going viral. I don't know what's wrong. And I was looking at everyone's videos that were going viral, trying to mimic them. Well, guess what? What did I tell you guys last time? Well, when I made videos that were about me and related to just me, I blew up again. And then I started relating to pregnancy, and then I blew up again. And I was like, dude, it's literally you. What are you doing? Like, stop comparing yourself. Do what works for you. You know the messages that work for you. You know what platform works best for you. You know what to do. It is awesome to listen to other people's advice. Take snippets of it. You can take other people's advice and put your own twist on things, but I will never mimic another person in this business ever again, because it only for me causes like me to go down a never-ending spiral that I hate going down, and then I have to dig myself out of the spiral, and like I feel like the ladder climb out is like never gonna end, and then it finally ends. And I was just so stuck in my own ways, and it was me. It was no one else. It was literally me. So if you're in that boat, you can get out of it. And if you guys want the video, literally just type in on YouTube. It's like 2018 like best gym motivation video, and it's like a 9-minute video, and it is absolutely incredible. I recommend listening to it every single morning. But that was like the kind of the story that I wanted to talk about. And every summer, do you guys, if you've been in this for a while, you guys ever like fall off in the summer? You're like, I'm gonna go to the beach, I'm not gonna work my biz, I just want to hang out at the pool. Well, that was me too. And then every single summer, I was like, dude, your business goes like this and then it comes all the way down in the summer and then you have to build it right back up. Why is it fluctuating like that for me? And I was like, I'm done with summers like that. Like I have a baby coming in December. Like I can't do this again. Like it's just not an option for me anymore. So I was like, you got to figure your crap out and you got to figure it out by yourself. So I started creating a schedule that worked best for me. And I suck at schedules. If you guys know me, I am the least green you will ever meet. If you're green, I will come to you and ask you every green question. So I don't need to go find it myself because I just get anxiety about it. So I hate like figuring things out, that I just do it on my own or I'll ask someone else and I'm just like, I'm just going to wing it. So I created like a summer schedule for me. And you know, for me right now, what works is doing everything in the morning while I'm at work. So I'm a nanny right now, if you guys don't know. So yeah, I'm going to have a kid, but I already have experience with a 4 and a 6-year-old. I mean, a 4 and a 6-year-old, a 6 and an 8-year-old that I've been with for 4 years. And they're insane. I was on one-on-one calls today and I wish I was kidding you. They came in every 5 seconds with brand new distributors. Sarah, the cat just threw up everywhere and now he's rolling in it. And I'm like, this is so embarrassing. I'm like, if you come in here one more time, I'm going to murder you. And they were like, what were you doing? Oh, you work from your phone? I want to do that when I'm older. I'm like, I've been doing this for 4 years and you just caught on to that? Like, all right. So I understand not everyone's schedule is going to be the same. Find something that works for you. So for me, working in the morning, doing stuff with them throughout the day, working at night, that's what works for me. And I can answer people sporadically throughout the day. You know, you get those little time breaks, yada, yada, yada. But something even more critical to a routine, like just in the morning, during the day, is a freaking nighttime routine. I cannot stress that enough. I am the biggest fall off when it comes to being like, all right, I need to do this facial routine this tonight. I need to make sure I brush my teeth, floss my teeth, and gargle. Yeah, I'll brush my teeth, walk away. I'm like, dude, you didn't even freaking floss your teeth. Like, what are you doing? Then you go to the dentist and your gums are bleeding. They're like, ma'am, you don't floss your teeth. You're like, yeah, I do. They're like, no, you don't. So the other day I was like, you know what? I feel my best when I wash my face at night. I put all my AM and PM, my PM creams on. I put my hyaluronic acid on. I feel good when I do that. When I brush my teeth, floss my teeth, and use mouthwash. So what have I been starting to do before bed? I do that routine. Because I feel good and I go to bed feeling good and I wake up feeling so freaking refreshed. And I know it sounds so stupid, but getting a routine in so you can enjoy your life and feel better to then show up for other people is so crucial. And I think a lot of people look past a routine. Jade, I need a sip of water. So if you want to hop in, you can.
No, you're totally fine. Sorry. I had to turn my, I had to turn this off because just, everyone but Lennox. Well, and I think that's really, really important. So last night we were having our frontline call, and you guys, once you become a leader, you get invited into our frontline call, which is just leader, and it's always Q&A style. But we were talking about confidence and the way that you can set yourself up for success. So yes, July is here, but also not only should you be looking at your July schedule, every single one of you guys should pull out your planner, and you guys need to plan for the rest of the year. What's going to give you so much confidence and control over. Listen, I heard this and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'll give you an example. Confidence people, successful people take away monotonous BS choices and things to remember in their life because it wastes brain space. You guys, Steve Jobs wore the exact same clothes, not the same pair, but the same shirt and the same pants. He had multiple of them every single day. So he didn't have to waste any time and brain space of worrying about what to wear. Is that legit or what? So when I thought about that, Annie looked good. I was like, Annie looked good every day. It was no big thing. But listen, when I thought about that, it gave me the biggest aha moment of how much time and energy I waste worrying about stuff that does not matter. Does not matter. But for me, you're okay, be careful. But for me, one of the things, why are you really cute? Say cheese. Okay, it was cute. Cute, look at that. Okay. So for me, one of the things that helps me as a mom, as a wife, how many of you guys are moms? Say me below. Me, I'm a mom, or you take care of a child in general. How many of you guys have animals? How many of you guys have a spouse? I don't care if it's a man or woman. I don't care. You have a spouse. That is a spouse. Okay. Every single one of us. I am a mom. I'm a daughter. I'm a wife. I'm a chicken mom. I'm a dog mom. I got to take care of a house. I'm a best friend. I'm a leader. I'm a sister. Thank you. I'm an enroller of distributors. I wear all of these hats. That's a lot of things. We carry so much weight on our shoulders. And because we don't want to spend any time, actually, I shamed myself. I thought that spending time prep and preparing was like stupid. I don't know why. I felt like if I couldn't carry the weight of the world on my shoulders, then I didn't deserve the world. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like if I can't take care of this big stinking house that I have, I don't deserve the house, right? If all my, what? Go get the iPad. Where's that? I'll enter my code. Go get it. Go get it.
I think it's dead.
Oh, crap. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? We talk ourselves into things. That's not a real thing. And what I learned is how many of you guys want to make your business maybe this year or next year a 6-figure year? How many of you guys are like, dude, I'm down. I'm down. What's the difference between where I'm at right now and a 6-figure year? It's you being willing to just be a little organized. It died? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay. Come on. Just very dramatic. You know what I'm saying? You having a 6-figure year is you living in alignment to like who you really are. You having a 6-figure year is believing in where you're going. You having a 6-figure year is you getting good sleep. You utilizing your time wisely. You writing down things so that way you don't have to waste your time making choices that don't really matter. If I told you that you can make 6 figures, can you stop following me? Go lay somewhere. Why can't you lay on the couch?
I don't want Dad to put me to bed.
Okay, go lay down. Just, do you know what I'm saying? If I told you guys that if you stopped wasting an hour and a half to 2 hours every single day, if you would just meal prep, you would open up so much time and space, not just to work. I'm helping you, not just to work, but also to be able to be a parent, also to be a spouse, also to be able to just like take a shower or get restful sleep. There's just stuff. How many of you guys are putting off sleep training your kids because you don't want to deal with it? How many of you guys are pushing off all the things and now you're just like, I'm a master procrastinator and you wear this hat? That's the difference between where you're at now and you ascending, which means like growing into the person that you're going to become. It's this difference of taking your business just like a little bit more seriously. It's a difference of you treating it like a hobby and only working it when you feel like it. You know, a really good example, we need to stop making it emotional and just make it mechanical, because if you worked, we call it a 9 to 5, but if you work for someone else where you're making an hourly pay, you're not emotional about it. The only thing that you're emotional about is how much you hate it and you don't want to be there. But you would never call your boss. I would never call the salon, and I still worked for myself because I made commission, but I would never call the salon and say, hey, my kids didn't sleep last night and I can't show up today. Because you have a commitment to them. You would treat a commitment to them more serious than you would treat a commitment to yourself, and you're your own dang boss. Why? Do you know what I'm saying? Why? This is your life. You get 80 years-ish, right? How much longer do you have? Live it on your terms. Talk about what's important to Kelsey. Talk about what's important to Hannah. Talk about what's important to Juliet. Talk about the things that are important to Sophie and to Miranda. Find your people by talking about the things that are important to you. Someone said to me, I'm so sick and tired of enrolling people who don't want to work. Then why are you acting like you're someone you're not? Why are you posting to the world that you're working a business that you don't actually have to work? Why do you think you're enrolling people that don't want to work? Why have I enrolled people that are not afraid to work hard? Because I don't hide that I'm working hard. I'm not afraid of working if I'm getting results. No one feels good or deserving of having any sort of thing if they don't feel like they're worthy of it. And for a lot of us, the worthiness comes from the work, and you don't have to kill yourself. You can be so happy in alignment. Okay. So, what I want you guys to do this month in July is I want you to decide that you're going to like step into your power and step into who you are meant to be. You are not supposed to be a master procrastinator. You are not supposed to be a master of, I run away from everything that I'm scared of. You're not supposed to be a master of, oh, my mom, I grew up like this, and this, and my parents had all these limiting beliefs because they, were born in like 1950. And so I just carry all their like Dust Bowl beliefs and I just, whatever. No. You cannot live your life per what your grandparents say. I call my grandma to ask her how to boil an egg, not run a 6-figure business. You know what I'm saying? Who are you giving power to? Live in your power. Live in the thing that you are here and that what you know. Take it seriously. I know that we run it's like weird that I can run like a business like this from my phone. But you know what's going to take it to what's going to make it your 6-figure year next year? If you stop getting so obsessed with trying to get sales every day and get obsessed about getting leads. If you try to find the people, if you treat it like an actual like businesses don't worry about trying to enroll every day. They worry about getting leads because they know that the fortune's in the follow-up. People who run a business, you guys, what's a company that just is like so funny? Just name some company. What's your guys' like favorite companies? What companies do you love to like see their ads? Have you guys ever seen? That's gonna die. You have to charge that. There's like a cat and like a kid and then the tiny one. Truly, Spotify. You guys see their ads and you like laugh. You're like, God, I want to just buy your stuff because you're just funny and you're yourself. Will has this stinking Squatch soap. Have you guys seen the commercials for like the Squatch man soap? And it's some man that looks like he's got like a beard and a long hair and he's out in the middle of the forest and he's like, are you sick of using your sissy girl soap? And then he chucks it and like slices it with like some manly machete thing. And then he whips out this bar of soap that like insinuates that if you smell like pine tar and tires, that you're going to be like more of a man. It's like, it's so funny. I mean, it's so stupid. Huh? Will said it makes it, you're in your underwear. I'm on a Zoom. William. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. Makes him so much more of a man that he's just walking around in his undies right now. But you know what I'm saying? But what makes you you? Like, why do you know? Like, what are you about? Do you know? Is it good though? Yeah, he likes it. I don't know. I mean, he smells great, I guess. Like, sure. He's just Will. It's okay. He's a man, so they have like all the sense that men have. But like, what lights your soul on fire? What makes you happy? What keeps you up at night? Why is Hannah holding her baby right now in the middle of the night and on here at the exact same time? What keeps her up at night? What keeps her pushing through? What makes her excited? This needs to be, I think, after living through what we lived through last year, and it hasn't 100% ended this year, but I think last year we get this perspective that like life is just so short and there's so much that we can't control. But if we have the gift and the privilege to control what we do, why wouldn't we do that? We'll just did the like Breakfast Club. Was it Breakfast Club like arm thing? No, was it Pretty in Pink? Well, what's that from? I don't remember. But you know what I'm saying? Breakfast. Thank you. Do you know what I'm saying? Breakfast Club. Thank you. That's what I want you guys to do. So this month in July, we're going to take our power back. And I want you guys to start talking about the things that matter to you. Be authentically you. And the crazy thing is when you stop asking, and there's a kitten, when you stop asking about how can I post things that's going to get a lot of likes, when you start thinking, what can I talk about that's really important to me? All of a sudden that gets a lot of likes. Why? Because you're finding your people, you guys. That's the benefit and the beauty of like an algorithm and like manifesting this stuff into your life when you're so in alignment with who you are. Life has an algorithm and it will bring you exactly what it is that you look for. Have you guys ever been on TikTok and you search, like if I went on TikTok and I searched knitting, something so random, but do you know that the TikTok algorithm would see that I'm looking for knitting and all of a sudden they're going to fill my newsfeed with knitting videos? What? That's how life is. That's literally how this life is. When you get so in alignment with who you are and what truly is important to you, when you start to talk about the things that are important to you, all of a sudden, God or the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, just like TikTok, that algorithm of life is just going to start feeding into all the people that are just like you. So all of a sudden, why is it that the people that when I am who I am, the people that I enroll are like great and I can lead the shit out of them because we are the same. And I also want you guys to understand is that you don't have to be just one flavor of who you are. One time when we were at a top 20 retreat thingy, our CEO was standing there and he said, you know, what's so crazy is that you have the most diverse team in this whole entire company. Why? And I didn't even say anything. Will looked at him and he said, because Jade knows how to prism herself. She knows how to take who she is and split it up in many, many different ways and be able to identify with all sorts of people. It's not just 30-year-old moms with 3 kids. It's people who've been through pain. It's people who've had single moms or are single moms. It's people who are just a human being. It's people who want more. It's people who are married or who've been through divorce because I know how to talk about all of these things. You guys have so much power in your story and who you already have been and the things that you have already gone through. You actually don't even need to talk about where you're going, but you talk about where you're going because it's going to inspire people to realize and understand that they can have more. And you walking in that is giving them permission. So all of a sudden, when Kelsey is herself and she's sharing that, and all of a sudden, when Hannah's herself and she's taking a picture at 10 or 11 o'clock at night, holding her baby and working at the same time, there's going to be a mother who's up at 11 o'clock at night holding her baby. But not only is the baby crying, she's crying because she has bills that are due and she has no freaking idea how she's going to be able to do that. And if she just knew a way that she could save herself and be able to like be independent and take care of herself and give her kids the life that she wants to give them, if she knew that it was possible, she would do it. But she would never know it's possible if Hannah didn't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? How many of you guys are like, yep, I've been holding myself back because I'm afraid that I'm not good enough. And I'm afraid that my story's not inspiring enough. And I'm just afraid that I'm too fat or too thin or too old or too this or too that, or, you know, but if you be who you are, I found the Jades of the world. And if you flip through this screen, whether I enrolled you or not, every single one of you are part of the Jades of the world. And none of us are alike. There's not one of you guys that looks like me at all. So you're just getting it like twisted. Your like expectations of how things are supposed to go are not equivalent to reality. And because of that, you're punishing yourself when you could just enjoy the whole entire ride. Hi. She needs boobies. Someday I'll stop breastfeeding. Not today. Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? So in July, you're going to take your power back. In July, you're going to be excited and you're going to talk about what matters to you. And you're going to show up really, really big for it. And you're going to start to see a shift. I want to see you guys pull out your schedules and plan months at a glance for July, for August, for September, for October, for November. When do kids go back? When do sports start? When do you have doctor's appointment? When are you traveling? What's going on? How can you on purpose plan for your life? Don't tell me that you cannot be a mom and run this business successfully at the same time. You know how you do it? By planning, by prepping, by taking it serious, by I'm going to step into being a 7-yearly figure business owner before I'm even there. I will never forget being a diamond and or wanting to be a diamond and looking at people who were diamond. And I said, I can't wait until I'm a diamond because then I'll feel like that. They are confident. They seem collected. They know what they're doing. They show up. They're so proud of what they do. And I just can't wait to be a diamond. And then I sat around waiting to be a diamond so I could feel like that. And I realized that the secret and kind of the trick and the joke, kind of the thing that no one really realizes, is that I can show up and be that person right now. And that's what's going to get me to diamond. That's what's going to get me to change my life. Not waiting until I get to a certain place to feel a certain way. It's stepping into my power now. And that's how I become a match for exactly what I'm going to have. So if some of you guys are wondering why you want to be here, but you're still down here, it's because you're asking yourself, not if you deserve where you want to go. You're like, I don't even know how to do it. Well, you only know how to do what you're doing right now. So you can't be obsessed with how. There is a YouTube somewhere that's going to tell you exactly what you need to do to get to the next level. There is a training, there is a course, there is a book, there is a muscle that you will grow tomorrow that you did not have today. That is how you will do it. That is regardless. But do you believe that you deserve where you're supposed to go? Do you believe that you're worthy of it? Do you believe that you are enough? Whose feather might you ruffle? Your grandparents? Stop trotting around talking about your business to your family. It does not matter what they think. I've been doing this for 8 years, and my older sister has not purchased a single thing from me one time. That doesn't mean anything to me. That has nothing to do with me, her opinions of anything that I'm doing. She's actually very proud of me, and yet she still never bought from me. Well, if you were proud of me, you'd buy from me. Says who? There's 8 billion people. I don't need her to buy nothing from me. My sister's purchase of greens is not going to change my life. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how many of you guys are like, yeah, I've been definitely getting my panties in a bunch because I'm waiting for my husband's permission. I'm waiting for him to go put on an It Work shirt because that'll be the day that he proves to me that he believes in me. But what is that going to do? Is your husband going to put on an It Work shirt and all of a sudden you're going to feel like a magical unicorn? No. It all comes from what's inside. I've been posting a little different and I've been showing up a little bit different. And someone said to me, what'd you do? What'd you start taking? Did you lose weight? You're glowing. No, dude, I'm just being Jade, very much unapologetically talking about every little thing that matters to me. And it's working quite well and it feels great. So if you want to wear the makeup and you feel amazing, do it. If you want to be you and you want to feel, you see the baby, and you want to feel amazing, however way that you do it. Do not hold your back for anybody else because you being you makes them feel uncomfortable, whether it's you're too much or you're too little. That's just who you are. That's no one else's opinion. I'm trying to hide my boobs. So, I did it. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you say hi? Say hi. No? Okay. Okay. That's what this is a time for. There's no amount of accolades or achievement that you can have in your business that's going to make you feel good enough or worthy of having those accolades. That's the inner work that you have to do in yourself inside. I was the number 3 money earner and I didn't feel like I deserved it. And so I stopped showing up for that occasion because I didn't feel like I deserved it. There's no amount of success that you can have on the outside that's going to make you feel like you deserve it on the inside until you start to step up and believe in yourself. And when you have that belief in yourself and you love yourself, that's when everything on the outside is going to change. That's how we're going to make this magic happen. That's how you're going to have a 6-figure year. That's how you're going to change your family's life. That's how you're going to be the representation of the human being that you want to be for your kids. That's how you're going to be independent. That's how you're going to be able to have the best life that you've ever lived. That's how you're going to be able to go to Target and buy whatever clothes that you want to have when you fully and completely love and accept yourself apologetically and just show up as that. You don't need boobies right now. Just, everything's fine. Okay. You can do it with a clean house, a messy house, a kid, no kid, dogs, spouse, black, white, green, gray, straight, gay, whatever it might be for you. But who you are is how you're going to do it. Okay. And that's what we're going to do up here in July, because that truly is the ultimate happiness. Yes. So get your routine, start treating it seriously. Show up. That's what Sarah did. She started showing up and rising up to her occasion, being who she was. Okay. She knows she's got a baby coming. You guys, we know that December's coming. So what can you do today that's going to make tomorrow easier? What can you do today that's going to make this month easier? What can you do today that's going to make the rest of this year easier? Because when you plan and prepare to show up for the rest of the year, you're going to show up and you're going to be grateful. And could all hell break loose? Sure. But you are going to be as ready and prepared to show up as your best self through it and for it the whole entire time. Does that make sense? It's just a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Sarah, do you have anything else that you want to share before we, just a couple reminders and announcements before we end? Hold on, I'll ask time you. Did it do it?
It takes forever. Sorry. I don't know why. It's weird. I think that's something that I started doing, you know, when I was talking about how I was looking left and I was looking right. I feel like I stopped acknowledging my team because I was so focused on myself that I forgot, you know, I'm not here to compete with other leaders. I'm not here to out enroll Jade. I'm not here to out enroll Sophie. I'm here to, you know, change lives and make an income to change my family's life and to have an income for when the baby comes, and then to teach others how to do it too. I'm not here to compete with people. I'm not here to look left and look right and be like, you know what, I'm going to go out and roll that girl because I want to. No, that's not how I am. I'm so humble and grateful for what I have. And I think the turning point for me was being humble and grateful for the team that I already had and acknowledging them and acknowledging that they needed to be loved on and supported in different ways than I could even comprehend. Listen, I'm a red yellow. I'm very blunt, but I'm also very sensitive. If you hurt my feelings, I'll probably cry, especially with pregnancy. It just happens. So for me, it was just learning how to accept what I already had in front of me, to then understand that I will never get more until I'm grateful for what I have. And you're probably going to hear that a lot from a lot of people in this business, but it's so dang true. I don't care if you just started and you have made $0 in this, be grateful that you pressed yes. Be grateful that you started your business. Be grateful for the amount of money that you had because you didn't have it before. Be grateful for that because you're never going to make any more money or sign any more customers or get any more leads or get distributors if you're not grateful for what you have right now. And that was probably the biggest change that I've had probably in, like, honestly, I'm going to say the last month. And I felt like everyone was quitting, all my TikTok people. I'm like, yo, where are they going? All right, I'm quitting TikTok too, I guess. And then I was like, what are you doing? Like, you're good at this. Stop looking left, stop looking right. Appreciate the team that you have. Even if you don't have a team, appreciate yourself. Appreciate that. And then more things will come once you're grateful and appreciative of that. I just wanted to add that in.
No, I love that. Being proud of yourself. And then, guys, someone just messaged something and they were talking about comparison because we're talking about that a lot. Let's just nip the comparison in the bud. How many of you guys, like, you're being triggered by someone else being successful because we have this belief and we're raised to think that there's only room for one person. So if someone else is going forward and being successful, or they're the best enroller, or they're enrolling and you're not, then they're taking something, and that means that you can't have it anymore. That's not a real thing, guys. There are billions of people, they have not been enrolled. Papers being printed every single day. There is no maximum amount of diamonds or double diamonds or ambassador diamonds that are allowed to promote in this company. No one is taking anything from you. Stop being triggered by people. But when you look at our team page and you see someone being confident or someone enrolling or someone having something that you want to have, be inspired, not triggered. They're just showing you what's possible. They're not taking anything from you. It's this weird thing that we do that, like, life teaches us that means that we can't have what we want. So I'm so proud of you guys. Do not forget that the fall conference tickets are still on sale. If you bought yours, you have 50% off codes that you can use. Okay. Use your time wisely, prep and prepare now. Go through and set up your goals. How much money do you want to make this month? How many bonuses do you want to earn? What rank do you want to fill out? What rank do you want to promote to? How can you show up every single day in order to rise to that occasion? How can you pencil in yourself? A self-care Sunday? How can you pencil in your kids? How can you pencil in your husband or your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever that may look like? Pencil in the things that are important for you, and all of a sudden you're going to start to see how everything just falls together, and you're no longer living like a stress ball and hating everything, because you know that you're living to your maximum capacity that you possibly could, and that it's just a matter of time. Okay. I don't know what's happening over here. Anyways, you guys, I found you. I am so proud of you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys. Don't forget that for the fall conference, we're having a big get together in Nashville. If you guys want to come here and hang out, and we're going to be watching conference kind of separately, but coming together later in the afternoon, and eating and hugging and doing all those kind of things. And I can't wait to meet you guys. So you guys, Sarah, thank you so much for being on tonight. I'm proud of you guys. Let me know if you have any aha moments. Let me know if you have any questions. Make sure that you check your emails, because I'm sending out a ton of emails. They'll be coming from hello@jadehooper.com. Lots of hello. Hi, lots of information, lots of recognition, lots and lots and lots of good stuff coming through email. Okay. I love you guys so much. I'm proud of every single one of you guys. I hope you have an incredible, incredible night and month. And I can't wait to see you guys in just a few days on our next Zoom. Okay. Talk to you guys later.